A warm welcome back to Six Ashes for episode 27 with me, MrSealyp. On my way to the store. It is nearly 4 o'clock. All my seeding is done. Planting. Whichever you want to call it. And I'm taking my front mower back because I have invested in a new on the market set of mowers. The Krona Easy Cut pack was out and available because I've got a few options, as everybody has, with regard to the mowing situation. This is my first cut of the year. This is going to be the first slot I'm going to be doing. We'll be going for silage. Actually, let's get rid of that first. I know I've got a lot of silage on hand already in bales. Right, sell that for just under 20. That goes some way towards paying for, well, that pretty much pays for the front mower I've just got. Let's back that up. Beacon's off. And you can go various different ways. You can mow. I mean, I'm teaching Granny to suck eggs here. I know, people know this already. We can mow and then we can windrow. I mean, I suppose the technically the way that it's kind of most accepted to be done is mow, windrow. If you need to ted to make hay, ted. If not, baling or collection. Collection, generally speaking, is done with a loading wagon, generally speaking. We do have the option of the milling machine, which I've used quite a lot for collection, which I do like as an option. It's fast, it's effective, does the job no problem at all. Loading wagon is the more sort of standard accepted method. As far as mowers go, the mowing and windrowing thing, these days there are mowers now available, as we know, with Merge. Well, the Merge Max is technically, that's the windrow, isn't it? But they do like a Merge Max mower set where your mowers actually windrow at the same time, and that's kind of, it cuts out an entire step. I guess the problem with doing that, as far as visually, you then lose out on an entire set of equipment. You don't get to see it being used. I have, in all honesty, I'm pretty sure when I was working at Stone Valley, I did both, I think. But anyway, these mowers were not cheap. That's so. Did I buy them or did I lease them? Have I made a mistake here and leased and not bought? The front mower is about an average sort of price, about 22, 23 grand, which is absolutely great. The rear butterfly mower, because it's got all the bells and whistles and the ability to windrow with the kind of swath plate sort of things on there, that was 83 grand, which is pricey, but it's 10 metres. And I've said that before, I think, when we had the first of the 10 metre mowers come out. And it was the Pottinger Nova Cat. Was it A10? I'm sure it was the A10 we had come out. I think that also swathed as well. That put it in the same region as the Krone Big M we've got in game, which is 10 metres. And it's way cheaper than buying a Krone Big M, obviously. But still pretty pricey at 83 grand. Now, I am considering buying another grass field. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I know I've got enough grass. I just know I need a lot of hay if I'm going to make loads and loads and loads of silage. But that said, I've got a load of hay in storage, about 200 and something thousand litres already, so I haven't got to worry too much. But again, it's that situation of, do I not bother? Because I've got 250,000 litres, no point. Especially when you're doing seasonal work. If it's here and it's available, do it. You don't want to leave it and say, no, I'm fine, I've got plenty of hay, I won't need to worry. Then when you get to a point where you think, actually, you know what, I haven't got enough, it's too late then. The season's passed, it's either raining constantly, or you're heading in towards winter, or you're not going to get enough warm days for the hay to turn. So, and I know I'm not doing hay at the moment, I'm doing grass. But the premise is still there. If I can get my first cut in now, I might as well. Oh, these front mowers tell you what, I mean, just about go down some of these lanes. I think that as well, when I've said before about, we talk about 3 metre stuff, and the front mower's generally about 3 metres, 2.9, 3.1, somewhere around there. You think, oh, it's not very big, is it? You know, we always joke, I say we always, a lot of people in the comments joke, and I do, about cultivators. Hang on, I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Oh, it doesn't matter. About cultivators. Oh, actually, I could do the cow field. Oh no, because I'm going to get cows. They'll be coming soon. I just want the price for the cows to drop a little bit. I think we'll do this field here first. And then I'm going to have to come back round again because I want to do field 22, I think. What was I saying? Oh, I've lost my thread again. Sorry, I got sidetracked. It will come back. At some point. Maybe. Right, start that. Drop that down. Do I want to swath with that? I think that's on mid-swath anyway. But should I put that on narrow swath? Yeah. Put that on narrow swath. Let's head forward. So there, let's open that out. I want those on. No, not that. That. That should be swath dropping, shouldn't it? Yep. Turn those on, drop those down. There we go. First cut of this year. Looks like a fair bit of grass there as well. So my decision now, I think I'm going to go more kind of a standardised form. I was going to initially think, you know what, I'm just going to get the milling machine. I've already got a trailer, I've got a tractor, it's quicker, it's easier, but let's be honest, it's kind of, I know it's not the done thing, but I haven't used, I'm trying to think last time I used a loading wagon. Did I use one on Stone Valley? I honestly can't remember whether I did. I tried to use a varying array of machinery on wherever I'm working. Oh, through the hedge a little bit. But in all honesty, it won't hurt. The question then is, which one do I use? I suppose it's going to depend on my horsepower requirement, because the problem I have got is that if I'm using this for mowing, do I then want to use the fence for collection, in which case there's only a certain amount that can actually carry, so should really lift it. That's the beauty of it, when all the baling contracts I've done so far have been using the triple mower setup that they give you when you do contract work for local farmers. You get a triple mower setup, which are what I have been doing with that, is running the triple mower setup on the front with the windrower they give you on the back. It gives you the same, you can still do the same thing. It's a one pass deal, but you don't have to do it. You do it with separate equipment rather than like I'm doing it now with one. Oh, missed a strip. Come back for that. Could probably just swing around here. Although I'm going to go through the hedge. That was what I was trying to avoid, I think. Yeah, because I've now cut through there. I'm curious because this is a fairly small field to see where we got off this. The other thing as well is the bunker silo at the farm isn't big. It's not a massive bunker silo, so I don't know how much it's going to take to fill it. I mean, that being said, I could just misjudge it completely, and it could end up still taking 1 million litres for all I know. I'm not going to need that much, not 1 million litres anyway. Should really have cleaned the class. Look at the state of it. If I do another strip, that gives me, I say it gives me turning room, and then I'm already nearly finished. I think if I do, is it field 20 or 22 as well? I was thinking actually, where are we? I was thinking of buying field 19 next to the farm as well. That's got grass in it too. It's not too expensive either. How much is that one? 53,000. Yeah, let's buy it. Gives us a bit of a buffer, doesn't it? Mind you, I don't know if that's had anything done to it fertiliser wise, but even if it hasn't, it's still grass. If I cut it now and then get it re-fertilised, at least then I know when it grows through the summer and potentially we get a second cut off that, it'll be high yielding second cut. So yeah, we'll be fine. Keep telling yourself that. Everything will be okay. Can't believe how quickly we got to late spring, but then like I said in previous episodes, I suppose we had bad weather and all sorts of things didn't quite go our way. I'm not too bothered about a massive loading wagon either. I know they go up to, we got, what's it, 56,000 litre ones, but there's no way the Fent will pull a 56,000 litre one. Do like these chrome mowers though. Oh, rather fancy. They do look good. Okay, so I think before I move on to another field, let's fold that up. Fold that up. Let's get this collected, see what we've got. We are going to start losing the light, bearing in mind it's 5 o'clock now. I need to get around into the other field, or I could go and do field down new 19, that might not be a bad idea. Actually, I suppose the other thing to do would be to see how are we looking. Wrong one again. Let's go to that. Yeah, it's got nothing on it. No fertiliser or anything. Like I say, still grass. Should I cut that? I think I might, you know. Let's get around into the lane, get into there. I'll sort out a loading wagon. It's got to be something the Fent can pull. I don't think the Fent's got enough horsepower for these mowers. I don't think it has. Actually, you know what? While we're here, because it is a little bit, it's a little bit filthy in it. Let's be honest. When I say a little bit, a lot. Two. What was I saying about the width of these things, wasn't I? About 3 metres and how it doesn't seem like very much, but then when you get into a country lane, especially in England, Ireland, you know, Scotland, Wales, anywhere like that, you suddenly realise just how big 3 metres is. Can I get round into there though? Just bit of a clonk, but we got in there. So loading wagon. Let's leave that there for a minute. Cool. Right, what are my options for loading wagons? Let's have a look, shall we? I'm still erring on the milling machine. That requires 120 horsepower, 34,000 litres. 150 horsepower, 35,000, so 1,000 litres more. 200 horsepower. I don't have 200 horsepower. What about that one? I was saying 26,000 litres. That's frustrating. Which means that one at the moment is the biggest one I've got available. I know there are loads more available if I go to the store maybe and ask, maybe they can get one in, but 35,000 litres is going to take me a little while. That said, my trailer, if I went milling machine and used my trailer's only 39,000. So in all honesty, it's going to be a few more trips backwards and forwards, but it doesn't matter. It's the way it needs to be done. Let's go and grab the Fent then. Yeah, see, that's not a big bunker silo, is it? How are we looking with the wool as well? We've got another full pallet. Not quite. When we go and grab the Fent though, we'll see how much wool we've got on hand at the moment, which is actually not too bad. That's not too bad for a spring, is it? Happy with that? Okay. See you in a minute. I'm going to go and get this loading wagon. Let's get that field cleared. I'd rather do that, do a field, get it cleared into the bunker silo, because if we do start to lose the light, I don't want to have done loads of mowing and then not getting loading done. And then I don't want to lose any overnight and that kind of thing, so it makes sense to kind of do it as I go. Now this just isn't cricket. It wasn't supposed to start raining until 6 o'clock. That's what the weather forecast said. I thought I had a good half an hour, if not a little bit longer, because it doesn't always rain as soon as it says. This is going to cause havoc. Well, I'm pretty sure you can still collect. I'm sure you can still mow. Well, that would clank the mowers up a little bit, but I'm pretty sure you can still put wet grass into the bunker silo to be compacted. But the problem is now, once collected and put into there, see, this is something else I don't know. Grass on the ground, when it rains, you'll start losing it because the grass will just... Oh, this is not good. Yeah, it will start to disappear. But the problem I've got as well is when it goes into the bunker silo, if I don't cover the silo, will I start to lose it? Turn it on, drop down the pickup. I don't know. Now the thing is, I suppose in my head, the one good thing about this is I don't know how much I've got on the ground. So even if I am losing some now because it's raining, in my head I don't know that I am, because I don't know what I would have got off this field anyway. So if what I get off the field now is less because it's raining, it doesn't really matter too much. I won't know. My concern is if it goes into the bunker silo and I still continue to lose volume until it's covered. That's a problem. All these issues you don't need to have to worry about usually. I suppose it's why having a covered bunker silo works a lot better as well. I'm not going to do too bad off this field. Swing around wide if I can. Through the hedge. Lovely. Oh, this is really frustrating. It's really honking down now, isn't it? No! See, this is why making hay wouldn't have worked. Oh, how annoying is this? Cut across and come down. So I guess the only real way, what we'll do is we'll put it into the bunker silo and I'll just make a note of what's in it. Then when we come back with the next load, see if we've still got the same amount in there. I don't know. That doesn't want to turn. It's better. Not quite there yet. There we go, right. So I'm there and back as quick as possible. Gladly, luckily, we're not actually too far away from the farm. We haven't got a long journey to go. Just was looking in here as well to see whether or not by the time I get there, will I lose any of the 35,000? Because when I was taking hay one of, yeah, see look, 34,825, I've already lost some, and that's just in driving that short distance. Oh no! This is horrendous. This is a race against time. $34,825. So if that's what's happening while I see the trailer, can you imagine how much we're losing off the field? Don't like it. I mean, to be fair, even if it hadn't started, one of the 5 minutes it was due to start raining, I could have got a lot of this field done. Oh man. I forgot what that figure was, I didn't write it down. Was it 34,825? I'll check when I edit. Ah, dear me, okay. We are losing product. Come on, people. Well, it's only me, but you know what I mean. So potentially way less off this field than I should have got. Right, I might have to wait till the morning to do the next load then. Check the weather forecast, hopefully it's not going to rain tomorrow as well. What time's it now? Just gone 6. 35,000 litres. Come on, faster, faster, I can't afford to lose any more. Let's open that up. And then it will show us what we've got in there when we're back in. Come on. I haven't lost any this time. Was I quicker? 34,825. Right, so we haven't lost any while it's been in here. That's good news. Oh, what am I doing? Just back up. Because I suppose, is there some kind of special protection thing in the bunker silos that once stuff's in here, it's in here and it's protected, so that potentially there shouldn't be any loss even overnight if I leave it? Because is it technically in storage? I don't know. Well, we will see, won't we? We've got 69,825. Yeah, what we'll have to do is we'll keep a note and then in the morning see if we've lost any. Oh, that would be heartbreaking if we lose half of it. Is it half now? I don't think it is as much as it used to be. Is it at midnight you just used to lose a massive chunk of that? Tree's right in the way there, don't like that. Okay, right, I'm going to get this last bit off then. I'll take a note of what I've got in there and then I'll see you in the morning. Let's just check actually. Let's turn that off. Weather forecast on. No, tomorrow's clear. Should rain till about 9 o'clock tonight. Okay. So maybe we'll carry on with the rest of the cut tomorrow. Because my fields, the 2 fields I was going to put crops in are done. The poplars are planted. Those are the things I wanted to do. I needed to get done. I won't have anything ready to harvest yet. Animals I'm going to keep up with. And then I think probably beginning of summer I'm going to get the cows. That's kind of my internal schedule. I've kind of got that in my head as that's what I want to do. So I'll carry on with getting the grass into the silo tomorrow. As far as making hay goes, I need to have, that's going to be summer. I need warm weather. I need long sunny days. I think that's it pretty much from this field. Okay. This is not fun. Well, not funny, I suppose. Australia's got a mind of its own. See you in the morning. (6:57) in the morning, day 6, late spring. I've just finished sorting out the pigs over the pig farm. We are now heading back to CJ. Now I have honestly, hand on heart, not checked that bunker silo. As you've just seen from the clip, more weird happenings here on 6 Ashes. When I bought this field yesterday and I showed you, it had no fertilising states on it at all. Check on it now. 100%, 100%, although moisture's fairly high, but I don't need it for hay, so that's okay. I came onto this yesterday because what I was going to do was take my fertiliser up and just fertilise field 15, because that was the field we cut. So on the way up this little track, I thought, oh, hang on a minute. I wonder, because field 20 allowed me to add stuff, but 14 didn't, and 14 seems to be the anomaly. Well, no, it's not actually the anomaly. It should have let me put something on, but field 20 shouldn't have, because that was fully grown. And this is where all things get a bit weird. This was fully grown too, and there were no fertilising states on it. So I drove over it with the fertiliser spreader, and it allowed me to put fertiliser down. So I thought, well, if it allows me to put fertiliser down, after doing fertiliser, you can put manure down straight after it and get another fertilising state. So I leased the Strautmann Streublitz muck spreader, came over with some manure, and it took it. So on field 19, again, mine's gone blank. No, 15. On field 15, the one we cut yesterday, I thought, okay, right, I'll put some fertiliser on that, then some manure, which I did, which has given me a fully fertilising state. So I thought, well, if I put manure down on field 19 as well now then, so fertiliser and then manure, if the manure has now changed the ground state again, will it let me fertilise again directly over the top of it? Which it did. So now field 19, when I bought yesterday, I've gone from having no fertiliser on it at all to all 3 fertiliser states, one after the other. It's weird. I don't understand it. What we'll also do, let's just double check on our... Right, that I put over there just before we went to bed last night. So that's what they've produced overnight. That's not too bad. So I've got another couple. Let's just grab that. I'm using the big bag handler from the CSZ. The engineers at CSZ. Wizards of their craft. Let's just give that a bit of a nudge. Drop that. Do that. And then what we'll do is take that through to the other building, so it's out of the way. I could have kept them all there, but the amount of pallets I've got now, they just would have been in the way. I wouldn't be able to really turn around and move stuff easily, so it just makes more sense to put them in here. I don't want to put them too close up to the bales. I'm just concerned about issues. Not that we should get any vandals in here, but you know what I mean? You can never tell. That might be a little bit too close, but... Right. I haven't been checking the wool price, and I should have done, because I think when I checked it last night before I went to bed, yesterday was the best... Well, it says it's the best price for wool, but the price still seems to be fluctuating all over the place, so I honestly don't know. Right, plan for today then, or at least the rest of this episode, but today as in day 6 late spring, is to get field 19 cut, collected. I want to get the bunker silo compacted. Now what I might do is whatever I get off of field 19, I might stop there, or I don't know whether to do field 20 as well, because like I say, I have got some other grass fields. Right, moment of truth. Using my side panel, again this is not magic. Let's see, we had 73,492. Yep, 73,492. So with it being in the bunker silo, we didn't lose any overnight. We didn't lose any more to the rain. The rain carried on till about 11:30. So that's all good. Right, we know that's working. So let's grab the loading wagon. I now need to mow field 19. We'll collect that and we'll get it put in here. Even if I only end up with like 300,000 litres or 400,000, that's going to be absolutely fine for either selling as silage or adding to a mix for total mix ration. Whichever way round, it's all money in the bank. It's first cut. I know from watching Pembertons, they always say when they do the first cut, it's the sweetest. It's got more sugars in it. It's, you know, the cows absolutely love it. So let's get onto the front mower. Open it up. That would be a good idea. Start that. Drop it down. I'm going to drive forward a little bit. Now that looks like wet grass, so that's going to be the first thing, is whether or not, I think the bunker silo will take wet grass. I'm sure it will. And this could be a gamble. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Let's do another test. Doesn't hurt to keep testing. I think I've still got it on swath. So go back to there. Start that, drop that. And then lift, turn off. Lift, turn off. Let's get out of the way. Now, I can tell it's wet grass for 2 reasons. One, I checked the ground and it was saying that the moisture was very high. That's dark. With seasonal work, with grass, we've mentioned this before, I know, but just for anyone that may be new or doesn't know, when you're on seasons, Wet grass looks like the regular grass colour without seasons. So that's wet grass. Dry grass looks like the hay from the regular game. But then with seasons on, hay is an even lighter still, somewhere between the usual hay colour and straw. So that is wet grass, definitely. What I'm going to do is grab the loading wagon, just pick that little bit up and try and put it into the bunker silo. If it will let me, silage clamp pit, well, you know, everyone refers to it in different ways, but it's weird how I've picked up terminology. I was talking to Big Daddy about this the other day. I've picked up lots of terminology and stuff from watching YouTube videos and watching people online and researching about farming and stuff that I talk about that I kind of now know. And it's weird how a lot of farmers refer to those as silage pits or silage clamps, and I still refer to it as a bunker silo because that's what the game calls it, and I don't know why. So that is, I think, because when it goes into the loading wagon, it doesn't differentiate. It just picks up and says grass. So I don't think there's going to be any problem at all with putting this into the silage clamp. So what we'll do is take it around, just check. If it goes in no problem, I'm going to carry on mowing. Let's get this field done at least. Now what should be finding, because I did all of the work on it, should be very high yield. And you see just down the bottom left hand corner where I've cut, that's gone back to its first fertilising state now, which means I'll just run through the same process again. I can come over it with fertiliser to get my second, then directly after that manure, and get my third, and that's my grass field ready to go again. So it should guarantee me a very high yield for the next one. You see what I mean also about the loading wagon? If I'd have gone for a bigger or a longer loading wagon, getting out of these gateways and stuff would have been almost impossible. So in all honesty, this is probably about the right size. Certain areas of the map I could have got away with something bigger. So let's just double check this, it shouldn't be an issue. Doesn't hurt to be certain though. There we go. Yep, all good. Right, I can continue. Stop. Actually, no, what we'll do. Let's get that in. Let's move it over to one side out of the way. Perfect, right. Let's crack on then, shall we? So that on. Let's go. I'll do a couple of rounds, then it gives me room for turning, and I'll just go up and down, and I'm going to collect I'm going to collect everything off this field. So what I'll probably do then is I will see you in a little while once it's all mowed and probably most of the loading wagon work's done, and we'll see where we're at. These horrible bushes. I'm going to have to lease the T-Rex again and get out, especially if I own new fields and stuff now, and do a little bit of clearing of trees and stuff around the edges of fields again. That worked way better than I thought it was going to last time I did it, so it might not be a bad idea to do it again. Right. What am I reckon I'm going to get off of this field? The other one was a lot smaller and I got about 70,000 litres. I reckon... could be a bit of a gamble. 300,000 litres, I reckon? 350 of this, maybe? We will see, won't we? It is a lot easier using a set of mowers that windrow at the same time, isn't it? I mean, that's kind of a given, I suppose, isn't it? It saves you having to come back again. But like I said, if you use the triple mower setup with the pottingers, you can run those on the front or the back of a machine, depends. If you've got some of the Valtras and fence, you can face back the other way. Run them on the back 3-point link, but turn the seat round the other way. So you can mow and windrow in one pass as well. It just depends how you want to go about it. But happy days. It's 10:43 and I'm on the last little bit. And again, I haven't checked the bunker silage clamp. I don't know what we've got in there. I would like to say we've gone above. We had 70 something in there already, and I thought we'd get another 300. So I reckon maybe 370,000, maybe 400,000 litres potentially. Actually, I'm going to leave the gate open because that's going to need to be fertilised now, which I'll get onto afterwards. I'm going to use the Xerion to compact the clamp. I'm not too bothered how long it takes me. I generally, I've said before, don't use levelers really. It's not something I do. But let's put this into the back corner. There's only a couple of thousand litres of it. Back corner, that back section there, just about there. Let's unload that. And every single load I've done has unloaded perfectly. For some reason that's saying it's left 3 litres in there. I don't know why. So, the moment of truth. Have we hit 400,000 litres or are we woefully inadequate? Let's see, shall we? Oh, blimey. Woefully. That's way lower than I thought it was going to be. 287.8. Wow, okay. Which means we only got just over 200,000 litres off that field. Fully fertilised. That's odd, because that first field we got 73 off of. Let's have a look at the map. Look at the size difference. I mean, I wouldn't say that is half of... Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Not as much as I thought. But it's another 280,000 litres of silage. So, I'm not knocking it. That's our first cut. So as far as it goes, losing the first cut when it started to rain, we lost a little bit, a tiny bit in transport from here to here, and maybe a little bit off of the field when it first started raining. As far as it goes with being in the silage clamp, we didn't lose any to the rain, we didn't lose any overnight. So I'm happy with that. That's a result as far as I'm concerned. like I say, cows are probably going to come next in summer. Again, let's just double check this. Oh, we're up to 109 pigs as well now, which means we're one piglet away from having 100 new births, because we only had 10 to start off with. So 100 new animals, that's crazy. Let's have a look. Yeah, wool price is dropping off, although I could still sell it now. It's supposed to be at one of its highest prices. Let's go down to look at cows. Now, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm losing my mind, I'm sure the limousines and Salas are meats, and Ayrshires and Holsteins are your dairy, and then Brahmins I'm pretty sure are all meat breeds. Yeah, the price is starting to come down a little bit. So by day one of summer, they're not going to be quite at their lowest, but not a bad time to buy, I think. So that's what we'll probably look at doing. We'll get our beef herd day one summer. What I'll do now then, whoa, that was a bit grim. Let's try and get up onto here and compact a little bit, as long as I don't get stuck on the little ridges I've made. Not the neatest or tidiest unloading I've ever done, but it doesn't really matter. We'll just bump around a little bit until it's compact. So there you go, first cut done on some of the fields. There will be a first cut on some of the others as well, because we'll do that when we get to doing hay, which we will do again. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you're enjoying the series still. If you are, if you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.